Well, we'll see how well this goes this time. Because I don't give a shit about Dawn Trail's story. I only have a few days to get this thing done. Shit. I suppose I could get some of these done really quickly here. Get Limitless Blue done. Come on, Bismarck. Please be dark skies. Bismarck, I'm coming to boot you. And there we go. Three minutes and 46 seconds later. Let's see, Containment Bay S1T7. So let's switch to Warrior real quick. Oh God, pardon me. I have a pizza that I still need to dig into. Oh, get mad. Down he goes. Ridiculous that that took less time to kill than friggin' Bismarck. Let's just break these on down. Oh, fuck off, you stupid kick bot. All right. Unstun me. The only thing I fucking hate about this fight is how you can get stun locked. God, this is so much easier to do with 2 people. Just because that shit happens less frequently. Like, at least it has diminishing returns, but fuck me. Wondering if it would have been faster to bring my Reaper. Are you kidding me? I wasn't even near. Never mind. It's not even worth questioning. There we go. Sheesh. Give me a second. I have to pull off a slice. finest fruitcake. I kind of wish for when you're soloing into this shit, I kind of wish they gave you at least like one LB. Like just a gimme. Yeah, it is what it is. Endwalker Alliance raid. Anabasios 9th to 12th. Maybe if I queue up for that one as a DPS, I can have a little bit of time to eat something. There we go. So to anybody who's watching, how is your days? How are you doing? Allow me to engage with you. How are things? How goes it? Well, that's good. Personally speaking, I've got 2 fucking mosquito bites on my right arm and I have no idea where they came from. Annoys the hell out of me. Probably got them at work. I mean, it's probably due to the fact that, like, you know, I work overnight in a retail chain, and it's like, we get mosquitoes inside the store, because you're going to get them inside. More often than not, I'm too busy working to realize. Ankle's a buffet. Yeah. For me, it's my arms, because those are... Like, really, my arms, my neck, and my face are really the only things that are open. Well, arms, hands, neck, and face. Thankfully, it'll be fall soon, so hopefully the mosquitoes will piss off. They'll be free of them for another year. Yeah. I should have gotten some crazy sauce for the crust. Oh well. Little Caesars. The hot and ready. Is it good? It's hot and it's ready. It's like, where else in town am I gonna get a fucking... Like, where else in town am I gonna get a medium pizza with 2 decent toppings and extra sauce for sub 15? Like, people will knock on Little Caesars, but it's like, trust me, when you look around and your only options are really really nasty fucking cheap pizza, Domino's or fucking Pizza Hut, but we're gonna charge you an arm and a leg, you will be glad for the Little Caesars. You will put some respect on the name. Like, the problem with Domino's, like, their pizza is fine, but, you know, you see, the thing is, back in 2005, like, late 2004, early 2005, I pretty much worked there for about a year, and in the time since then, the quality has gone so far downhill. Now, I'll tell you one pizza place that I really fucking miss. I mean, like, absolutely miss. Because I used to live on the West Coast, and there we had a pizza chain called Round Table. And fuck, Round Table was good. Granted, the particular pie of choice when I ate at Round Table back in the day was the Big Vinny. It's like, it was a large pizza with a garlic parmesan, like, dusting over the entire crust. The crusted edges itself were buttered, and it had, like, just a brutal amount of pepperoni on it, and the pizza sauce that they normally use, they added like a little bit of extra garlic and stuff to it. Like, that pizza was just stellar. Granted, the other people who rode the bus with me did not agree with that. You ever have a kid fart on a school bus and the fart is so bad because it's encapsulated that it literally causes the driver to stop the bus to air out the thing? It's like, son, you have released a biological weapon on my bus. It's like, it's not my fault. The Big Vinny, it's too good. Granted, I remember when I was working at Pizza Hut was around the time we introduced the Big New Yorker. And it's like, oh, what's this Big New Yorker? Oh, it's an extra large pizza. The problem is that the dough is fucking flat. Like, it's flatter than Cher's vocal range. Like, my problem with Domino's, it's I don't mind their toppings. I don't mind their sauces. What bothers me about Domino's is the crust. because they have it like peppered, like under the underside of it, they have it like peppered with fucking corn flour or cornmeal. Like, I get it. It helps keep it from sticking, but it also makes the dough really, really gritty. There's a as a person who's a very much a texture eater, just the gritty feeling of cornmeal, baked cornmeal, just which is ironic because I like grits. Papa John's is number 3. Like, this is my thing. I like Pizza Hut. It could be better. It could be worse. If they improved their sauce and actually, you know, went back to the standard that they used to have for topping allocation, I'd be thrilled. Like, the sad thing is, I have dedicated to memory at least how to make a pepperoni pizza or a pepperoni lovers. Because it was supposed to be, you know, it's like if it's a medium, you put 1 layer of cheese on the bottom, you put 20 or 40 pepperonis, you put another layer of cheese, you put 20 pepperonis on top of that, and then another layer of cheese, like a lighter top layer of cheese for good measure to make sure everything binds. For a large, it was basically 60-30. Have to have extra pizza sauce to enjoy Papa John's. I can't say anything to Papa John's because I think I've only ever had them once. Like, I legit, dead ass, have only ever had Papa John's pizza maybe once. And that was when I was visiting, some very close friends up in Kentucky, which was also a first for me because it was the first time I had ever actually seen, like, been to and seen Kentucky. Like, my ass hardly ever leaves my city, let alone my state. Mostly because I'm, you know, a pedestrian. I am a pedestrian and I live paycheck to paycheck. I have no car, I have no means of transportation, I have to rely on the goodwill of others. Well, I say goodwill, I mean the people who live in my house. Who, you know, I have to pay the fucking bills for. Have I tried Chicago's pizza? No, I have not. Unless you're talking about, like, Chicago-style pizza? In which case, I think I have? You know, the literal pizza pie, the literal fucking deep dish, the cake of pizza. I've also tried Detroit-style pizza, and I swear to God, the next person who tries to tell me that's fucking pizza, I'm gonna punch them square in the face. It's like, yeah, here, let's have Detroit-style pizza. It's a fucking square with a nasty fucking sauce on top of it. I will fucking rip your spine out and play it like a goddamn xylophone. It's just like people who try to say that they're I forget what place does chili like this, but it's very watery. Like, here's the thing. Random tangent. Since we're talking about food. Oh, it's called Chicago pizza and there's no rating from me. Tried it once, made you sick. Yeah, that would be one of those, like, was it the pizza? Or were you just having like, what, was it a topping on the pizza that had gone off? Or was the pizza just that bad? But, like, Oh, right. There are a handful of foods out there that I hold. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I hold this food sacred, but like, I have a certain level of expectation when it comes to certain types of food. For example, one of my favorite foods is chili. Preferably, I like chili with beans, and anybody that tries to argue with me, no, chili doesn't have beans, shut up. Might have been one of the ingredients. We had a Supreme. Oh yeah, that's spinning the wheel. I can tell you the worst pizza that I ever made. That I can say for certain. So, one day, because I worked the closing shift at Pizza Hut, and it's usually around the closing shift you get the wildest fucking orders. We get a order from a guy who apparently got a little bit of dosh from the local lottery. And I guess this guy was a stoner or something. They ordered a pizza with, I shit you not, everything. And I don't just mean like, oh, this is a pizza with, this is the Supreme. I'm saying they wanted the works. So, it's like they wound up getting a pizza with, and I'm not exaggerating, it had ham, pineapple, pepperoni, beef, Italian sausage, bell pepper, onion, mushrooms, olive, chicken, tomato, fucking green chili, jalapenos. Maybe. Like, my problem with it was when I realized it had both bacon and fucking anchovies. Like, my problem with that, it's not necessarily the whole entire combination of bacon and anchovies. It's weird, sure, but that's not the problem I had with it. The problem I had with it was the fact that if you cook a pizza that has both bacon and anchovies on it, that is going to be the oiliest, greasiest fucking pizza you will ever have. Like, that thing had a fucking sheen on it. And it smelled of death. That's true, I've heard the same. It's like the desire for just weird things. Yeah, number one is ice cream and pickles. That's the one that I hear of most often. Why do I have a yellow tint? It's probably the world that I'm in. because I'm just in a default world. Last time I did this, I was just in a green screen room with a white tint. I need gender neutral lighting. Well, somebody fucked us over. Whee! Oh! We lost a Pictomancer. Hey, Barge. Damn it! Oh, I caught two of them. And done. Somebody just leaves a cat in the fucking... Now do the Savage. I don't have to do the Savage for fucking Wondrous Tales. Thanks, but no thanks. Let's see here. We got... What was that? 6. I can count. Nobody says I can't. Shut up. Let's see. Alliance raids and no, I don't want to do the Walker Alliance raids. I fucking hate them. Oh, thank you for the follow, Requiem. Do it anyway. It'd probably be just easier to get it done and over with. Yeah, they're the Alliance raids. Come on. I mean, it's not that I haven't done the MSQ. I'm just slowly doing the post endgame MSQ because I don't much care for fucking Dawn Trail's story. Like, I literally skip cutscenes on impulse. Which is a first. I mean, like I said, I did Endwalker. I did the end of the actual Dawn Trail MS Cube. I'm just after the 7-point bullshit. And yeah, for some odd reason, like, TikTok notifications don't really go through on here, so you're good. I can still see it, though. It's a funny thing, it's like, sometimes the TikTok chat will show up in the multi-stream chat, sometimes it won't. It's crazy like that. Because then sometimes it just makes me sound like I'm talking to the voices in my head. I figure I got 16 minutes to fucking wait. Screw it. I'll just finish the stupid fucking bits and bobs of the MSQ. Yeah, grab another slice of pizza while I wait. This is Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, right, I didn't have auto forward enabled. Yeah, the Monster Hunter Wilds crossover happens in early October, I believe. This will make the second frickin' Monster Hunter event that we've had in the game. Instant cremation. And now it's turned into a sci-fi horror. I don't think that's quite how that method works.
おいあんた、逃げるぞ。ここはもう。騙したのか。
It looks like somebody's about to get the soul suck.
悪い。あとは頼む。
Goodbye, what's your face? Careful where you walk. We might be walking in him.
残念だよ。最後にもう一体分持ち帰れるかと思ったんだけど。お前たちが来たからには諦めるしかなさそうだ。
Oh, look, it's a character. I don't care who it is.
君は何をしているの？何のためにこんなひどいことを
？5000人のトワビトを作り出すために必要なエーテル。お前だったらどこから上達する？
どういうこと？
鍵を手にするまで共造世界には頼れない。なら手近なところで済ませるしかない。
Oh no, generic bad guy plot. I want to be able to invade other worlds so I can turn them into fucking robot zombies.
11% なら向こう800年は安定した稼働が見込める算段だ。どうせいずれは朽ちる肉体。永遠の生を選ばない以上、今エーテルに返しても一緒だよ。
Okay, Adeptus Mechanicus.
時間も惜しいし、無駄な戦闘をするつもりはない。この機体じゃ。
Where is it? I need that fucking quote.
ちなみに殺戮をやめると言えば鍵を渡してくれるのか？
Oh god. Blah.
だろうな。我ながら頭の悪い質問だった。 じゃ、仕事に戻るよ。
Let's see, where is it?
お前から鍵を奪うのは大変なんだ。
Just fucking... Wait until the fucking chit-chat is done in the goddamn game. I have a tube of Nuka-Cola Quantum! Motherfucker just sitting here being like,
from the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of a blessed machine. Their kind cling to their flesh, as if it will not decay and fail them. One day the crude biomass that they call a temple will wither, and they will beg our kind to save them. But I am already saved, for the machine is immortal.
oh, it's fine. I don't know, I still have to play the original Silent Hill 2. I don't know why, I personally kind of dislike some of the changes that Bluebird team made to the overall visuals of the remake. But that's also because I am one of these people who's just kind of like, can we please fucking stop with trying to get realistic looking characters? Can we please go back to stylized characters? Like, that's just, it's one of my many complaints about the current AAA It's one of my problems with the current AAA games industry is everybody's push for more realism. It's like, can we not? Can we please not? God, here I am walking around a Lalafell with a frickin' Eroge main character's haircut. See, Silent Hill F has me kind of interested, but that's also because the main character from Silent Hill F really just, like, from all the stuff that I've seen from other people, it's just like, this is a character who just does not give a fuck. Kind of makes me miss, Heather? Cheryl? The one from 3. Like, I liked her because of the fact that she literally had a no-nonsense approach to everything. Like, she was just sick of everything. Like, she seemed like she was one bad day away. And weirdly self-aware. You know, it's like, oh, hey, here's Silent Hill or Silent Hill 2. we have a thing. It's in a toilet. Oh, our main character's gonna reach into the toilet. Gross, grimy, disgusting. Silent Hill 3. Hey, here's a toilet. You might be able to find an item in here. She will stop, look at the toilet, try to reach for it for briefly, then look dead at the camera and go, "Are you crazy? I am not going to reach into the toilet." It's like, I am not reaching into there. Are you crazy?
それに僕たちが掴んだ手がかりけどすみませんほんの少しでいいので
Now, of course, Silent Hill 4 was the game that basically split the Silent Hill fandom in half. It was also the last Japanese Silent Hill game up until F. Because after Silent Hill 4, Team Silent mostly disbanded, and then Konami decided to whore out the fucking franchise to any Western studio that was willing to pay money. And every fucking time a Western studio produced a Silent Hill game, it wasn't Silent Hill! Like, nobody who made a Silent Hill game after 4, it feels like understood the ethos of what goes into a Silent Hill game. It's not just about having, oh, ooky spooky monsters and oh, fog world. It's more than that. You know, there's trauma. There's really questionable environmental choices. Wait, which one? Which is the one that you're saying people are saying is a Souls-like? F or the remake of 2? Or are you talking about 4? Oh, F. Okay. Like, okay, just back on the tangent of 4 real quick. The one thing that makes me laugh is everybody has issues with the ghosts in Silent Hill 4, and they're like, oh, we don't, it's supernatural, it still belongs in Silent Hill, and I'm like, bitch, are you serious? My brother in Kojima, are you kidding me? Look around, of all Silent, the existence of Silent Hill itself is paranormal. Oh yes, here, let's have these manifestations of a person's fucking psychological issues. Yeah, that's not paranormal. Like, don't get me wrong. The ghosts can get annoying. Especially when you're on your victory lap, so we say, shall we say. You know, when you're doing the second half of the game, and you have to have, you're basically doing the lengthy fucking escort quest. Like, when all of the prior victims come back as ghosts, they are annoying. Well, okay, Cynthia is annoying. The other ones are just kind of like, eh. They're there. But she crawls on the floor, she's super fast, super fucking annoying, and like, if you don't use a sword of obedience on her, you have made a mistake. Because she will be the biggest thorn in your side. Although I will say it was kind of nice as kind of like a callback with Silent Hill 4 having the villain being, you know, Oh shit. I lost it. It was on the tip of my tongue. Walter Sullivan, there we go. You know, it's like a character who was briefly mentioned in a brief look, you know, blink and you miss it moment in Silent Hill 2, but then actually shows up as a genuine character in Silent Hill 4. And is also part of one of the weirdest out-of-game controversies, non-traversies, question mark, confusing shit involving umbilical cords and bizarre-ass fucking meta-theories by creepy, or not creepy, just weird people on the internet. With F, the reason people are just assumed it was a Souls-like is because there's a stamina bar. I mean, wasn't there also technically a stamina bar in Dark Souls? Thanks. In fucking Silent Hill 4? Because it's like you couldn't just, you know, bust off fucking melee attack after melee attack. You actually had to, you know, after a couple of standard attacks or like a few standard attacks or one or two power attacks, you had to wait until it refilled. I don't know, like, me personally, I can't hate Silent Hill 4. And the reason why I can't hate Silent Hill 4, despite the fact that everybody else seems to, is that it was my first Silent Hill. It, you know, it has a little bit of nostalgia value to me. That, and I like the intro theme. You know, Room of Angel is actually haunting and enjoyable. Then again, the first piece of, like, Silent Hill music I ever heard was, fuck. I can't remember the name of it, but it was on one of the, like, PS1 DDR titles. The DDR Konomics. Something that really disappoints me, thinking about it, like, think about survival horror and such. Like, okay, back in 2002, I want to say it was? It's like 2002, we had the remake of the first Resident Evil game. It took the classic game, gave it a fresh, fresh coat of paint, it looked great, it played great, they added new elements to it and further expanded upon the story of the first game. Cool. Groovy. Love it. Resident Evil 2. It gets a remake. They changed the story kind of drastically in places, but it looks beautiful. It plays beautiful. It is fucking phenomenal. A perfect, almost perfect remake. What the fuck happened to fucking Resident Evil 3? They completely screwed that game up. For one, it's short as shit. Two, they took out so much content. It is unfucking believable how much they cut out. They turned the Nemesis into a joke. They made Jill, like, they took away Jill's fucking agency. They took away Jill being a badass, because almost every single time the Nemesis shows up, either some outside circumstance occurs, or she's rescued by somebody else. The RE4 remake. The 3 remake should have been DLC. With how fucking short and how fucking condensed they made it, it should have been DLC. Because, like, here's the thing. If they were to properly remake Resident Evil 3, they would have to, A, actually follow the game beat for beat. There was nothing wrong with the original Resident Evil 3 in terms of its story. 2, They need to keep the branching paths and choice option. Choice option? Choice narrative. Like when, oh, here comes the Nemesis right after he murks Brad Vickers. What do? Do you fight the monster, or do you run inside the police station? With the reward and the risk and reward factor still being there. Do you fight the Nemesis, down him, possibly get an item, and then in the STARS office get the Magnum? Or do you run from the Nemesis, have to go all the way around to the press office to get your STARS ID so that you can actually access the STARS office, and then get the grenade launcher in there? You know? Like, the risk and reward of fighting the Nemesis in the original 3? Cherry. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way. The reward system for fighting the Nemesis in the remake? It's trash. Like, there's literally no reason to fight the Nemesis in the remake at all. If it's not scripted, if it's not a boss encounter that you have to fight him, just run. Of course, I also have another issue with Capcom's decision making around the time that they released the 3 remake. So, around the time they released the Resident Evil 3 remake, they also released their shitty little asymmetric game, you know, Resistance. First off, no. Nobody played it. Nobody wanted to play it. It was a pile of garbage. Hot, steaming, stinking garbage. What they should have done was allocate the resources needed to make that game and, hear me out, remake Resident Evil Outbreak. In a time where online gaming is the norm, Resident Evil Outbreak and Outbreak File 2 would do gangbusters! I mean, hell, even add DLC packs. Make it so that you can actually buy skins of, like, other Resident Evil characters. Just throw it in there, modernize it, fucking monetize it. I guarantee you, if you just remake Outbreak and Outbreak File 2, the people will come.
Possibly in more ways than one.
I mean, not only that, but... people are hoping they'll remake Outbreak because of RE9. They fucking better. Because, okay, look, when I first heard about the main character of RE9, I wasn't even mad that it was a female. Not mad at all. I did not care. What bothered me is the fact that they tied her directly to a character from Outbreak, and technically also kind of mentioned in 7. But they treat her like a fucking throwaway! Like, most people who are gonna hear this, it's like, oh, this character was doing a report on a murder, blah, 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 blah. Well, who the fuck are they? Why are they so important? It's not like they're, oh, I don't know, responsible for the downfall of fucking Umbrella. Well, partially responsible. You know, it's not like this is the journalist who was responsible for cracking open, you know, blowing open the lid and starting the raccoon trials. Or Umbrella trials. It's like, put some fucking respect on the lady's name. Come on now. And the fact that they, like, the introduction of this character is because, oh, her mother was killed. Like, fucking what? Oh yes, we're sorry this character managed to survive unbelievable odds and managed to be one of the small thimble full of people that actually survived the raccoon destruction
なんか
event.
大切な人を亡くしたばかりでした。
But, you know, she got murked off camera.
ずっと続けてきたアダプターの仕事も辞めて、バーの接客なんかで適当に
It's
日
like,
銭を稼いでたんです。
what? Why? At least let us see her valiant
客として
fucking
やって
last
きたジオー
stand.
ドと口論になって、初対面なのになぜか殴り合いの喧嘩に。
なんでそんなことに。
Ah, Dr.
理由
Pepper.
は酔っててさっぱり覚えてないんですよ。まあ僕もジオードも似た者同士で誰かに当たりたかったんでしょうね。
The only game they're remaking is Code Veronica, or at
そ
least...
れで
Like, okay, look, I'm not gonna complain if they remake Code Veronica. I am not going to complain at all. I've been bitching that they need to remake Code Veronica. They should have remade Code Veronica before they remade 4.
今のシェールさんからは想像できない
But that's just me.
その妙な機会ってもし
It's
か
like,
して
maybe I just want to see Claire's adventure, goddammit. That, and I'm hoping they, you know,
はい。
give Steve Burnside a better
一通り僕ら
fucking
の世話を
voice
終えた
actor.
後でこう言ったんですよ。
Which is really fucking annoying because
自分はゾラージャの信仰から
in
外の
the
世界
Code
に逃げたいんだ
Veronica
って
version of Gun
大事な
Survivor,
息子が旅する世界が
Steve has a perfect voice.
自暴自棄になるくらいなら手を
Like,
貸してくれない
Steve's voice actor is great in that one. It's just in Code Veronica / Code Veronica X.
それまで少
Then
年
he
のことが
sounds like a
好きな
whiny little boy.
おまけに自分はもう
They
死んだん
better
だ
do a
ろう
better job on 2and
めちゃくちゃ
3,
ですよ。
on 2 and the 3
け
remake.
ど僕とジオードは見たくなってしまったんです。彼女の意志がつなぐ未来を。
Oh god.
ジオードがよく言ってました。俺はカフキアさんと出会って
I don't know, a part of me actually kind of wants them to
覚えていたいと思う
remake
って
like Gun Survivor.
言ってましたね。
One, because Jesus Christ does it
で
fucking
も
need it.
その時点では
Like
まだ
it needs a glow up. It needs better voice acting. And for fuck's sake, if you're gonna make a first-person shooter style, like rail shooter style game, at least put it on
カフキバさん
PC.
は最初からかつてのオブリビオンをクルルさんのご両親の意
Well, I mean, that's just it. They did a great job with 2. The 3 remake was absolute fucking dumpster fire, though.
存在すら知らなかった。
Like, if they remake Code Veronica, I expect the same level of quality they gave us with 2 and 4.
死者の記憶を蘇らせるなんて自然の摂理から外れた行いには必ず異を唱える人がいたはずだって。そうした人たちと協力できればと考えて機関システムへの不正アクセスの痕跡を
Actually,
探し
another
始め
game that I kind of wish it doesn't necessarily need a remake per se. It just needs like a fresh coat of paint and actual online functionality brought back to it.
オーナーのメラン
And
コ
I
ニーさんが
know
言うに
people
は
out there are
店を
divided on
譲
this
り受けた
one,
時から
more hate it
開かず
than
の
like
間
it.
だったとか。
But like in my opinion, if you had a group of friends to play it with, Operation Raccoon City was a fucking fun fucking waste your time
ア
game.
ジトはもぬけの殻でしたけどね。
And an interesting what if kind of alternate story to the whole entire Raccoon City destruction event.
それを見て
And yet,
彼らの意思
even
を継ぐことを
still,
決めたと言われます
Nikolai is a bastard, full and full. No matter what the storyline, he's still a bastard.
カフキアさんの思いがそこでつながったのね。そしてそこに加わったのが
Two story didn't add up on the second run. Eh.
もっとも
I mean, technically the second playthrough or the B side of either character's story is kind of a wonky one. Even in the original Resident Evil 2, it was still kind of like a little wonky. Mostly because like you're having to deal with shit that's happening in the background while the other character is doing their thing.
こうして誰かと楽しかった日々を思い出すことは嫌いじゃありません。
Like, I will say the one thing that kind of throws me off about The thing that throws me off about the remake of Resident Evil 2 is the fact that they introduced Mr. X as a normal fucking stalker enemy. Because normally you don't deal with Mr. X until you're playing the B-side of either character. You know, instead, on the A-side run of both characters, you have to deal with Birkin and whatever horrible fucking monsters show up. But then again, I think that's also because on the A and B sides of the original game, like, the original Resident Evil 2, there's a lot of stuff that basically does not change, regardless of which character you're playing as. Because, like, if you're doing the A or the B side, or if you're doing the A side on either character, you're basically going to get the same run on either character. The only difference being that as on the A side, or on Leon's A side, you're going to run into Ada. Whereas on Claire's A side, you're going to run into Sherry. And, like, just their stories are... There's very little variation on, like, the first run playthrough of both characters. They are very similar to one another. Unlike the remake, where the two characters take wildly different turns. That and the whole entire, you know, fucking Ada and Sherry playthrough areas, like dealing with Chief Irons being a weird fucking creeper and getting acided in the face. Or Ada nearly being cooked alive in a giant furnace. Those are exclusive to the remake. I mean, I will be that, you know, I will say that much. At least in the remake, both Sherry and Ada's characters got a bit more fleshed out. And that was okay. Like, I didn't mind that one bit. Because, you know, well, I mean, with the exception of Sherry, if we're not counting Resident Evil 6. You know, it's like, Ada is really the only character that's got any growth throughout the Resident Evil timeline ever since her introduction in 2. Introduced as a woman of mystery, a femme fatale who just does what she wants to for who she feels will pay the most. But more often than not, she will constantly turn a softer side to Leon. Just fucking kiss already, goddammit. It's like, Leon, you have to get hooked up with Ada before Chris busts through the wall, ranting about continuing the Redfield family line. Well, I mean, yeah, the whole parting kiss before she, you know, air quotes here, dies. Everybody kiss, do it! Like, I will say, I'm kind of disappointed that, yes, Sherry was technically in Resident Evil 6, but by the time Resident Evil 6 came around, Capcom lost the identity of what Resident Evil was supposed to be, and it was less of a horror game and more of an action arcade shooter with zombies in it. Of course, then Resident Evil 7 came around and made everybody remember, oh, this is a horror franchise. That's right. One thing I am deeply, deeply disappointed in, like, I'm disappointed in Capcom for this so much. So, Resident Evil 7, great game. Love it. Fan-fucking-tastic. what I dislike is the fact that there exist two versions of Resident Evil 7. You have the standard version, which you could play on pretty much any console that was released on in PC. You could play it on, I think it was like Xbox 360, or not Xbox 360, Xbox One. Maybe it was on the 360. I can't fucking remember. But it's like you could play it there. You could play it on PC via Steam. You could play it on the PS4. However, PS4 also had an option. An optional version, an optional way to play it that was only available on the PS4. And that was playing Resident Evil 7 in fucking VR. Now, being a person who owned a PS4 VR headset and owned Resident Evil 7 and played it in VR, it genuinely fucking scared the shit out of me. It had me genuinely, like, nervous and paranoid. It was a fantastic fucking way to play the game. And then they basically said, we have no plans on bringing the VR function to any other platform. Have they changed their mind since then? I don't know. I just remember that at the time, they said they had no plans on bringing VR to the PC version, which made me want to tear my fucking skin off, because it's like, it's such a fucking untapped market, you douche canoes. Think of the money you could make, how much attention that would draw to the PC version. Because guess what? People on PC who do VR, they like horror content. Oh, what the fuck? Hang on a second. There we go. And it's like, I understand. Horror is not for everybody. You know, I would never force somebody who does not like horror games to play a horror game. But at the same time, I am not so blatantly I am not so blatantly stupid. It's like, yes, I have the card. I could use that word, but I'm not going to today. I am not so blatantly stupid, so patentedly stupid, as to think that a Resident Evil 7 game on PC with VR, like, just make it a toggleable option on the PC version. Don't make it as a separate game. Don't do a Bethesda. It's like, don't do a Bethesda. Just make it a toggle. I guarantee you, if you announced Resident Evil 7 VR now available, I can almost promise you it will draw interest to your game. Hell, any Resident Evil that has first person. I mean, hell, probably even fucking Resident Evil 3. What? Imagine Resident Evil 2 in VR. Mr. X with the Umbrella Speedo mod. Ah!
あれを見てほしいのよ。
死は常にあなたの傍らにいます。
Well, that's positive.
勤勉に働いていても報われないまま死ぬかもしれない。明日成し遂げられる偉業があっても今夜のうちに死ぬかもしれない。
Yeah, we get it. You're all going to die. Death is possible at any time.
平穏と幸福に満ちているものでさえ
Today's meal could be tomorrow's
死んでしまうかもしれない
moratorium.
のです
Your olive could be your obituary. Woo.
あなたの心臓や脳あらゆる臓物は毎秒ごとにダイスを振って停止と続行を選んでいる
That's the point of being alive. That's what makes being alive special. You only get it once.
何一つとして加味されはしません理不尽な選択です恐ろしい結末ですそれがまさしく死というものです
ゴッサン殿との会合を終えたら流れていたんだおそらくはこれも
It's like, as for the source's origin, do you really have to say it? We know it's the
あ
bad
なた
guy.
の恐れを恥じる必要はありませんそれこそが死を克服せんとする原動力となるのです
Abandon your weak flesh.
人類を次の
Pray to the
形に進め
Honda
ましょう
Civic.
人類にプリザベーションをもたらしましょう
Worship your toaster.
さあ祈り願い渇望してください私たちは永遠人になるのだと死という終わりなき闇に進化によって打ち勝つのだと
Beware the memory leaked MP3 of a wet fart in a hallway.
そうだとも変わることそのための最初の一歩は怖いかもしれないでもきっとこれは正しい進化だ俺は乗るぞ利用登録をする
ウクラマト様ちょうどいいところに来てくれました俺たちをトライオラに移住させてくれませんか
この国にいたら命がいくらあっても足りません機械兵や機械が
If you're gonna live in fucking you need to take that goddamn shit off your head.
が手に入らないんじゃ逃げるしかありませんよね
ここを出て行って解決するなら誰だってそうしてたさだが放送でも言ってただろう生きている限り死はつきまとってくるどんな場所に行っても誰と暮らしていても克服の機会はもう二度と訪れない
お前自分は黒いレギュレーターを持ってるからって
Ah, bum, here we go. Easy for you to say.
今
Neo.
トラル幽連隊がこっちに向かっていてみんなが安全に避難できるように手はずを整えてるトライオラは全面的に支援するだから落ち着いてくれ頼む
アレクサンドリアをみんなを助けたい私に何ができる他の誰でもない今の私に
Tell them all to jump in front of the Phantom train. no lie, I'm still upset that during the Phantom Train fight, you don't have, like, the chance to suplex it, or maybe even have fucking Sabin's ghost or whatever to show up and suplex it. Not suplexing the Phantom Train just feels wrong. Oh yeah. We go forward. The good old holy water of Texas. Dr. Pippa.
ここが暗くてよく見えねえの。
Come on, you guys got the clapper? Oh, don't get me wrong, I have my Pepsi as well. Except I prefer the soda shop Pepsi because it's got cane
ちょっ
sugar
と待って
instead
くだ
of
さ
corn
いね
syrup.
回路にエネルギーを通して
着いた。
Granted, the cola that I preferred drinking, unfortunately, is no longer
もう
available.
長い間使われていないようだから。
ここを見つけられたのはクルルさんとグルージャのおかげなんですよ。
私の耳飾りに黄金鏡のあの扉がプリザベーションの組み上げたものなら当然それを
Because I
実
used
際普
to,
段のコードを丹念に調べてみたら製造者を
I
それ
used
と
to
同じ
be
記述
a
を
big drinker of Jolt Cola.
調査開始から
Weird phobia on
1860回目に
drinking
して
water. Obviously,
よ
you
う
can
や
take
く
a
この
shower,
放
but
棄
you
された
can't
施設
drink
に行
water.
き着いたというわけです。
I don't know. My thing
Gruyere
is
が手を
like
貸してくれて
I
助かりました。
can't really do just like straight up water. Like I can, but I'd
セー
rather
ルってば
not.
僕が休んでる間もずっと調べてたんだよ。
Like I prefer like pink lemonade or cherry, like cherry drink mix.
"僕にできることなんてこのくらいですから。ともかく
手分けして探してほしいものがあるの。うまくいけばカリュクスの潜伏先を突き止められるはずよ。もちろん協力するよ。
I don't know. Like the problem with me with drinking water around here,
望むところ。
it's usually like if I'm gonna drink water in this area, I have to drink bottled because I don't trust either bottled or filtered. You can when it's flavored plain makes you feel like you could choke on it. Maybe it's like maybe it's like your brain kind of unconsciously thinking you're drowning. Like, I'm not saying that's what it is, but it kind of sounds like it. Then again, there are certain, like, there are certain things that I cannot do. I cannot eat. Like, how do I put this? Oh, wait, what is this? What do we got here? Like, okay. There are certain foods that I cannot eat. Because, like I said, I am a texture eater. And, like, I can't eat. Had an incident happen at Lake Tippecanoe. Or Tippecanoe. And right after he stopped swimming in pools. Yeah, that sounds like you had, like, you have a brush of trauma that kind of has stayed deep-rooted and kind of affixes itself to, like, water. I mean, it's kind of like my problem with, like, oatmeal and Jell-O. And, like, yes, it sounds weird. Why would anybody have an issue with oatmeal and Jell-O? I just have, like, really negative mental, like, connections with those two particular foods related to, incidents that happened when I was young. Because it's like, in both cases, it was a matter of being forced to eat something that I clearly did not want to eat, becoming horribly fucking ill because it triggered a wild gag reflex, and then being punished severely for it. It just kind of attached a bad, like, connotation to those particular things. Just kind of made me go like, yeah, no, I don't want anything to do with this. Experiment 158. Wonder if that... Not numbers. My worst enemy. Yeah, if you highlight them, you get the actual, like, numbered value that they're supposed to be. But they're supposed to be, like, some other nation's glyphs. Sure. Okay, you know what? I cannot be fucking bothered to... Huh. I just want to do something that isn't this. Like, send me to a dungeon. Let me fight something. Let me drop kick a sick kid across the hallway. I have the feeling that this Calx person is probably deserving of a few drop kickings. Ay, ay, ay. Genuinely surprised they didn't run with the PlayStation buttons. Oh, I know what kind of puzzle this is. sometimes the solution, the most obvious solution, is just the one that you've seen before a million times. Oh, good God! We've hit 1,099 likes! You're just hammering away at it, ain't you? The number goes up. Alright, what do we got here? Oh God. It's the artifact! The key! Wait a minute, the crystal. I'd have to see the crystal again, but I could swear, is it the goddamn crystal from like Final Fantasy IX? The whole entire, oh, it's the world crystal. God, I wish Final Fantasy IX. If they ever do remake Final Fantasy IX, I want them to keep it a turn-based RPG. None of this fucking like action RPG nonsense. Then again, knowing my luck, the universe will find a way to spite me and they'll remake Final Fantasy VIII. And then I will probably, I don't know, be upset. Unless they keep the junction system in Final Fantasy VIII if they ever remake it. Because I know they did a remaster of it, which is barely noticeable. Aside from the fact that it's playable. But like, if they remake Final Fantasy VIII, the one thing they have to keep is the junction system, because that game can be broken in half with junctioning. It's junctioning was just, it was so absurdly broken. It's like, oh, hey, we have enemies that you could draw magic from. Oh, hey, we have abilities that allow us to refine this magic into higher tiers of magic. Oh, hey, we have abilities that let you junction these higher tier magics, or just magics in general, to certain statistics of yours, be it your health, your attack power, your defense, etc.
私はまだこれまでの常識を捨てきれずにいるんだわ。生命は死によって自らの種を淘汰し最適化してきた。進化を望んだからこそ死ぬのよ。
Yeah, it did, but that's also because they were busy, like, wasting their money in 800 other projects. Like, Square Enix as a company, they like to throw their money at all sorts of projects that are pretty much doomed to fail. That, and it's like, I think it's mostly also a matter of the corporate heads at Square Enix having to be pushed in a direction to say, hey, let us make this game.
非凡な才能を持っていることも、なのに病のせいで成人まで生きられないと言われていたことも、すべての無駄を切り詰めて研究に没頭していることも。
Like, the one game that they keep on fucking being like, hey guys, remember this? That infuriates me to no end, because it's like, you fuckers acknowledge this game existed. It is the one and only time you have done a game of this genre, and you fucking did it spectacularly. And then you never did it again. They continuously reference it, but they haven't remade it, they haven't ported it.
I
mean, Final Fantasy X was thrown on everything. Shoot the camera, do it. You coward. But it's like Final Fantasy X and X-2 kind of got... Like, I feel like for a while, Final Fantasy X was Square Enix's idea of, like, it was their Skyrim. If it could run, it got a port. To be honest, I haven't actually, like, I've played maybe the initial hour and a half of 10, but I haven't really played much beyond that. Like, I don't know, like, there was a time for me where I was just kind of like, what's the words? I was a bit of a shithead, and I was sitting there going like, turn-based RPGs are a holdover. And here I am, years later, going, what the fuck was wrong with younger me? Turn-based RPGs are fun. They can still be fun. But no, the game that they keep on referencing and they keep on pointing at, being like, hey guys, remember when we did this? That I wish. Yeah, infected mushroom, I wish. I wish they would just fucking either remake it, remaster it, or port it. Something, anything. And that was Einhander. Square Enix's one, or Squaresoft rather. Squaresoft's one and only shmup. It was a 2.5D shoot-'em-up set in a futuristic dystopian setting where you are a fighter, you are a pilot from the moon sent to Earth to basically wage a one-man war against the, Earth government because of a resource war going on between the Earth and the Moon. And you piloted a ship that had a single mechanical arm on it that it would use to rip weapons off of enemies. And it was called the Einhander. You know, one-handed. Or one-hander. And it was a fucking phenomenal game. Great gameplay, great soundtrack, good difficulty, replayability. It was a fucking phenomenal game, and then they did fuck all with it. Like, every now and again, they'll reference it. There's a boss in Final Fantasy XIV. That's a big blue bird monster that has a Gatling cannon that it will pick up, canisters that it will drop as bombs, and a cannon it will pick up at fire called Einhander. World of Final Fantasy has both the Astrea and the like the blue and the red variants of the ship in Einhander as mirages. Fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 has a goddamn Einhander boss in a gummy ship stage, complete with the thermosphere fucking track from the game. It baffles my mind that they will do everything in their power to remind people that this game exists outside of actually remastering it or porting it or remaking it. Ew, it's a tuber. Ew, it's a Lewin. I see you, Stinky. I'm gonna go cry. Well, I'm sorry. Would you like a slice of pizza as apology? It's pepperoni and jalapeno. No. Can I offer you a Dr. Pepper in these trying times? You want your power fixed? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I understand that. Like, I hate the fact that your electricity is going through the bullshit that it's going through right now. And the fact that since it's the weekend, you probably aren't going to be able to find anybody to get in there to see what the fuck is going on. Oh, I gotta take my sleep meds. Though before I go to sleep, I'm gonna try to actually bag the last of my pizza instead of just letting it sit in my office overnight. Granted, Little Caesars isn't exactly the best to reheat. Pizza, that's the one thing I will give to Pizza Hut. At least you could fucking reheat that shit in a microwave or a toaster oven. Toaster oven preferred. There we go. Sleep meds taken. Yeah, that's true. Like, it'd be easier to know if they could find out what the fuck is wrong with your power. Oh, so much for your parents. Behold, a crumpled note. A misplaced note? No, it was crumpled, not misplaced. If it was misplaced, it would have been called a misplaced note. Behold! Behold the duck. Let's see. No, this couldn't possibly be another fucking obvious stand in the fucking puzzle. That's only slightly terrifying. It contains nothing of note. You quickly shut the door. Oh, I still have my slime model. I've just been testing out this, like giving this one a go. And you know what's the crazy thing? Unlike when I'm running VTube Studio, I have not seen a single dip in frames. Not a one. Including yesterday when I streamed for 9 fucking hours straight. Oh, it's a fucking 3D printer, okay. Nice. The personnel chief redacted. Okay, I've already searched that room. There we go. Read for me, child. Sapphire in the Proto Lab. I'm gonna be sad. Tomorrow is the last episode of Kamen Rider Gav.
特別な端末には見えねえな。
ええ、うまくい
トワビトって記憶から構成されているでしょ。けれど記憶自体は言ってしまえば情報に過ぎ、いわば情報体である彼らが現実世界に干渉するには2つの方法しかないわ。一つがリビングメモリーで出会ったトワビトたちのように生命エーテルで仮初めの肉体を作るという方法。見えて触れられる幽霊みたいな状態ね。そしてもう一つがカフキワさんのように機械を遠隔操作する方法だけど、実 体化していない時、彼らはどこにいると思う？
トワビトは記憶、記憶は情報。
そう、きっとエレクトロープ製の機械の中に情報で作られた記憶の幻想世界があるんじゃないかしら。私たちは実際それを目にしているしね。
エターナルクイーンにたどり着くまでの記憶の中のアレクサンドリアか。
じゃあその記憶の幻想世界がメインターミナルの中に構築されてるってこと？
けどよ、リビングメモリーのターミナルは私らがシャットダウンしたはずだよな。
ええ、間違いありません。カフキワさんが用意したハッキングプログラムは想定通りの結果をもたらしました。メインターミナルはシャットダウンされ、その証拠にスペーンの体を低温保存していた装置も機能を停止していたわけです。ただ相手はエレクトロープ技術の天才。彼なら自分の記憶が保存された領域を密かに守ることも不可能ではないでしょう。
メインターミナル内に記憶の幻想世界が存在し、カリュクスもそこにいるとして、一方でこの町は今原初世界側にあるでしょ。なら2つの世界をつないでいる黄金鏡の扉を閉じてしまえばカリュクスの干渉を防げるんじゃないかとも考えたのだけれど。
リビングメモリーを調査した時に試してみましたが、管理者権限でロックがかかっていたんですよ。あの時は戦王が設定したものと思っていたのですが。
カリュクスが手を回してたかもしれねえってことか。
やはり間違いないですね。今もキープ中の監視映像が機関システムから収集されてどこかへ送られているようです。それもあなたが映っている映像ばかり。おそらく鍵の持ち主を追跡しているのでしょう。
He's watching me.
時間だ。とんだ無駄足になったね。監視映像の送り先を特定して俺の居場所を割り出したかったんだろうけど、その必要はもうない。お前の力を測り、それを倒すに足る戦力を用意する。なかなか手間のかかる仕事だったが、ついに完了だ。
Test me, boy.
来なよ。メインターミナルの上部区画に俺の記憶を収めたエレクトロープの装置がある。
You
そ
dead-eyed
れを壊
zombie.
せばお前たちの勝ちだ。俺はあの手この手で迎撃して鍵の奪還を狙うとしよ
う。その誘いに乗らなかったら
待つだけだ。粛々と国民のとわびとかを進めながら。
Whatever, kid. You look like you belong in Galarians.
お前たちが時間を無駄に費やさず賢い選択をすることを願っているよ。
おい、 一つだけ私の質問にも答えろ。お前は戦王にトワ人のスフェーンに無理難題を課して追い詰められたあいつが鍵を使うように仕組んだ。そこまでやれるならあいつの計画が破られた瞬間、鍵がこっちの手に渡る前に回収することだってできたんじゃねえか。
Yes, and I actually have that on. I actually have that OVA on DVD. Galarian's Rion.
あればかりは誤算だったと言わざるを得ない。
It's in a pearlescent, like a kind of semi-metallic, light blue, ice blue shell, like clamshell.
メインターミナルの制御機構と一体化していた。
I'm glad somebody got the
あ
reference.
の瞬間、あの場所でだけ俺をもしのぐ権限を有していた。そして守りおおせたのさ。国の未来を託した隣国の王と鍵を託した英雄を。俺の存在をどこまで認識していたかは定かじゃない。が、覗き見には気づいていたというところだろう。これで満足。
ああ、お前にはもうこの国の大事なものを渡さねえ。命も未来もスフェーンが愛した笑顔も何一つとしてな。勝手を言って悪いけど、私はカリュクスと決着をつけることを迷わねえ。
Let me guess,
あいつ
Musclehead.
が
You
思い
wanna
描
go
いてい
kick
る
his
未来が
ass?
どんなに上出来でも、そのための犠牲を厭わなかった奴は必ずまた誰かを泣かせる。私はそれを止めてんだ。
あのさ、この
It's
私
like
が
by
言うべき
axe or
こと
by
じゃないっ
scythe,
て
I will put an end to this nerdy
それ
little
はもちろん
fucker.
分かってるんだけど、でも
Mostly because those are the only classes I have currently with a gear score above one or 615, 715, somewhere in that neighborhood.
君たちでよかったって、
715.
もう一人の私に代わって伝えさせて。
Back down to the ground floor. But yeah, Galarians was basically a PS1 game where the whole entire... I think it was PS1 anyway. It was kind of like a weird horror sci-fi kind of game where you're a guy who basically got experimented on and you have like weird fucking super fucking psionic abilities like pyrokinesis and shit. And they made a OVA to promote it, and it got aired on MTV of all places. But then again, that was also back when MTV was kind of experimenting with, like, being open to animation studios and stuff. I mean, hell, I remember back in the day they had an entire animation block just called, like, I think it was like Liquid Television. It's like Liquid Television and Cartoon Sushi, I want to say. Where it was stuff like, you know, Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy, Aeon Flux. And the thing is, like, I don't necessarily mind Aeon Flux. Like, in terms of storytelling, it's great. I just can't stand the fucking visual style of it. And it's not because of the weird designs or anything like that. If anything, I appreciate it for that. Like, the weird visual aesthetic is perfectly fine. I mean, I grew up watching the fucking heavy metal movie. Weird visual aesthetics are kind of my thing. But, like, that animator, his whole entire over-exaggeration with having to detail every fucking muscle movement, it's fucking awful. Like, it's almost nauseating how much detail the artist put into muscle movement. Or, like, just the weird proportions that people would have. Which also made his take on the story of Alexander the Great also hard to watch. And his part of the fucking Animatrix was also hard to watch. And it's just like, my guy, you are a talented as hell animator. Why do you keep doing this? I mean, I know why. It's because that's his style, and that's just the way that it is. Take it or leave it. Then again, I'm also a fan of some things that some people would consider to be, like, not the best animation in the world. Like, oh god, hang on. Oh, that was almost... Oh, almost puked in my mouth a little bit there. I think I have eaten a little too much. I'm sorry, did I get a fucking... Yes, I did. I don't even have Samurai at that high of a level yet, but hey, I will take what I can get. Now I just have to get the tomestones necessary to upgrade it. Or not the tomestones, oh no, I have to get, this accessories. Okay, so I have to do at least one run of the Alliance dungeon. The first Alliance dungeon. To get a coin so that I can trade it in for the... was it glaze? No, solvent. But, yeah, it's like, I'm actually a fan of certain animations that are considered, like, ugly, even by modern days. Like, they did not age well, but I still enjoy them. Like, a good example of this is Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. A series that unfortunately got cut short on its last season. Which fucking pissed me off. Like, their decision to cancel Roughnecks right before the end, during the last leg of the final campaign, it was just like, the Earth campaign literally just straight up. Like, I would watch it before, like, I want to say it was either before school or early on Saturday mornings. Because it's like, shit that I would watch as a kid on, like, weekday mornings before school. I would wake up, at odd fucking hours, but it's like I would wake up early, I would watch Monster Rancher, I would watch Dragon Ball Z, I would watch Sailor Moon, I would watch Roughnecks. I would watch Samurai Pizza Cats. And it's like, as of currently, I own all of Dragon Ball Z on DVD. I own all of Roughneck Chronicles, or Roughnecks. I own the Japanese version of Samurai Pizza Cats, the original version, as well as all of Samurai Pizza Cats in standard definition on Blu-ray. I have the entire at least the first season of Sailor Moon. Like, the thing is, I am a collector of physical media. That is what I do.
それを他人に教えてもらおうとするのは俺たちはずっと先人が作ったシステムとスフェーン様に守られてた。生きることの難しさも責任も遠ざけて。
Well, it's like I have all of Dragon Ball, I have all of Dragon Ball Z, I have all of Dragon Ball Super. I have all of Yu Yu Hakusho except for the movie OVA. I have Magic Knight Rayearth and Rayearth 2. I do not have the OVA of that one. I have all of Ren and Stimpy. I have all of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I have all of Super Mario Brothers 3 and Super Mario World. Looking over my shoulder now. I have all of Inuyasha. I have... all of the original Trigun. Oh, I have so many fucking... I have a... like a 5-tier bookshelf that is probably about 6 feet, 7 feet tall, give or take. It is double layered and filled to capacity.
私たちが戦力になれないことは承知している。
Like,
ですが、
there are
相手の目的が
I don't
死の
just like
恐怖を
collect
煽ること
any
なのであれ
media,
ば、
mind you.
私
It's
たち
mostly
にもでき
media
る
that's
ことは
close
あ
to
り
me,
ます
media that I enjoy. You know, like the Angry Beavers.
隣人に
I
声を
have
かけ、
all of that.
必要
Cat
以上に
Dog.
恐
I
れる
have
必
all
要
of
はない
that.
と。今の
Animaniacs.
生を大
Tiny
切にしようと
Toons.
説得することはできるはず。
Star Trek, the original series.
それは
I've got like the
あな
first
た方の助けになりませ
3
ん
or
か。
so seasons of Farscape.
助かるに決まってる。
I have all of G1, you know,
人を大きな力になるわ。
the original generation of Transformers. I have every season. I have the 1986 Transformers animated film in multiple formats.
すでに利用者登録を済ませてしまった人の意志は固い。
See, I can't. The thing is, it's like I can, where I can afford to like collect physical media in terms of like video and stuff like that. I can't afford to. The only reason why I can't really afford to collect like old gaming media, like I would love to, is because I mostly funnel that kind of financing towards my Kamen Rider hobby.
今はまず被害者の数を抑えることを考えようぜ。
That being said, I need to hit up the Discotheque catalog of Blu-rays and like buy copies of the various like Super Sentai seasons they have, as well as the Showa era Kamen Rider seasons they have.
申し訳ございません。民が惑える時こそ寄り添い導くのが祭りごとでありました。
I tell you one thing that I would love to get, because you mentioned the PC engine. I would love. Oh God, pardon me. My throat. I would love to get my hands on a fucking Turbo Express. I think that's what it was called.
はい、もちろんです。
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? The portable TurboGrafx 16.
じゃなくて、違うんです。今のはただ。
スフェン、落ち着け。
ラマチ名前言っちゃってる。
あんたがあのスペン様とウリ二つだってことはみんなとっくに気づいてたよ。
Like,
私たちが愛した彼女とは
like
別
the
人
thing
だって
that
こと
gets
も
me
ね。
is I don't understand
素性を
why
隠
other
して
like
誰
I
にも
don't
ならずに
understand why Nintendo skipped
あんたも
that
辛かったんじゃないか
opportunity.
い？
It's like fucking the TurboGrafx 16 or PC engine,
戻ってきたら
depending on where you live.
あんたのことをあんたの言葉で教えておくれ。
They decided, hey, we can basically miniaturize this, give it its own screen, give it its own sound chip,
同じ国に生きる仲間なんだからね。
and make it portable. It's not nerfed, it's not damaged, it's basically a Game Gear, but it plays the games as they're intended to be played. Fucking Sega, hey, our Sega Genesis is doing well, let's make it portable. And they made the Sega Nomad. I mean, yeah, the Nomad did have problems, like if you were playing fucking, what was it, X-Men 2, what was it, Clone Wars?
そしてみんなと
Because there's one area in one of the X-Men games on the Genesis where you have to reboot your Genesis. Like, you literally have to restart the fucking system to progress. The Nomad does not have a reset button. And there's no way to soft reset. But it's like, Nintendo never took that step. they never ventured outside of the comfort zone, out of the bubble. But now you have shit. Like, I bought a, no joke, I bought a fucking Superboy. Like, several years ago. The black and gold Superboy. It's kind of big, it's kind of chunky, it no way in hell is gonna fit in your pocket, but it plays Super Nintendo games, and it's portable. I don't care. Then again, now I'm just big on picking up like emulation devices, because that's my big thing, is that I archive old video games. I basically will use external media, like external memory devices, to store a vast archives of old video games, because that is history. Gaming is my hobby. Gaming is one of my few true hobbies and loves. And it's one of those things where it's like, these modern big gaming companies, they want you to forget these things. They want you to ignore these things and make them as scarce as possible, so that they could turn around and try to sell them back to you at an inflated price or for a subscription cost, so that you don't just pay it once, but you keep paying. Where I believe that these older games deserve to be free, to be out there in the open for anybody to pick them up and play them, because you're not just playing a video game, you're playing a part of gaming history. You're playing history itself. You're playing a snapshot of what games were like way back then, back in our day. Well, I don't know how old you are, but like, in my day, I should say. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the first video game that I ever actually bought for myself was fucking Metroid. Like, when I was growing up, the first new console to come out when I was a kid was the Super Nintendo. Like, I have grown up watching Nintendo's handheld library, or handheld, endeavors. There we go. Their handheld endeavors from the DMG all the way up to the new 3DS XL. But I have been there. Hell, I remember going to a Toys R Us and trying the demo for the fucking Virtual Boy, and that was a fucking mistake. It's like, oh boy, Virtual Boy. Oh boy, I remember reading this in Nintendo Power. This looks cool. This looks great. And about 10 minutes of trying to play it. Mom, I have a headache. My eyes hurt. Can we please leave? Of course, not gonna lie, a part of me actually really wants to get a Virtual Boy. If anything, just as a display piece. But then again, I also have a collection of cursed gaming devices and such. Like, that is my thing. I want to collect what would be considered cursed or cancer games and devices. I want a Power Glove. I want a Rob. I want a fucking Virtual Boy. It's like, I already have a copy of Bubsy 3D and the Genesis version of Action 52. Granted, the copy of Bubsy 3D that I have was gifted to me by a close friend at work who I went to high school with. Like, he drops that, he drops it on me one year. I think it was either for my birthday or Christmas, and it's just kind of like, wow, thanks. You could have dropped me a turd wrapped in glitter, and it probably would have been more valuable than this. I love it. Like, no joke. Getting Bubsy 3D was just kind of one of those, like, yes, I finally have one of the most cursed objects in gaming. And the funny thing is, everybody shits on Bubsy 3D. And it's understandable why. Like, Bubsy 3D is by no stretch of the imagination a good game. It is not even a defensible game. There's just one tiny little thing a lot of people don't tend to take into consideration whenever they start shitting on Bubsy 3D. You see, at the time Bubsy 3D came out, there really weren't that many 3D platformers. The problem is, though, is that by the time they were actually, like, close to development, or close to finishing development for Bubsy 3D, they actually, like, one of their lead designers went to... I want to say it was like a computer entertainment expo or a computer entertainment show or something like that. They saw Super Mario 64, like what Nintendo had done thus far with Super Mario 64. And from the developer's own mouth, basically said, "Oh, we're fucked. We are so fucked." Because Nintendo had been quietly, well, sort of quietly, you know, this is Nintendo after all. Like, they had been quietly chugging away, making Super Mario 64, sharpening it, polishing it as best that they could. And then, lo and behold, ta-da, here comes Super Mario 64. It's big, it's 3D, it's in your face, it's wow! Look at this cutting-edge 3D technology, and Jesus Christ, that just fucking wilds me thinking that far back and realizing it's like, good lord, I've actually watched. I grew up from watching the leap from 8 to 16 to 32 to 64 to we no longer count bits. I'm sorry, where am I supposed to be going? Oh. But yeah, it's like they saw Super Mario 64 and they realized, oh fuck, we are so screwed. And they basically just kind of rushed it out the door as quickly as they could. They were like, fuck it, we have a playable game. Send it out there. Let it make it go. Went places, all right. Straight into the fucking bargain bin. However, I will say this much. The very same engine that was used to make Bubsy 3D would later be repurposed by, I want to say it was 989 Studios, to make Siphon Filter. Same fucking engine, just with a couple more years of polish. Or several more years of polish. Speaking of studios, there's one studio that comes to mind whenever I think of shit games, and during yesterday's stream I discovered, I think you may have actually been there to see it, it's like I discovered, oh god, I thought you died. No, you just turned into another beast. It's like everybody remembers, oh, LJN bad. And okay, to be fair, LJN published a lot of crap. But at the end of the day, LJN was a toy company. They didn't know anything about video games. All they knew is they had money, Video games were the new big toy, and they wanted in on the market. The founder of LJN just wanted to give kids something to play with. And the noble, you know, the path to, you know, the pathway to hell is paved with the best intentions. And it's like, oh, look at this. Most of the games you produced or published, they're not good. They're, in fact, pretty terrible. There are a handful that are slightly less terrible. A Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES, for example. A little uninspired in places. A little ridiculous with their difficulty curve in places. But it's still a competent game. The same cannot be said for Friday the 13th. Or Jaws. Or X-Men. Or Spider-Man. Or Terminator. Or Predator. Now on the Super Nintendo, they also produced a bunch of crap. But they also produced Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage, which... Come on. That is literally one of the best fucking beat-em-ups on the SNES and Genesis. Even if the guy who made the music, who composed the music for it, completely lifted notes from fucking Black Sabbath's The Mob Rules. Or not Black Sabbath. Fucking... Or was it Black Sabbath? Or was it just Dio? The point is, they literally lifted the entire, like, the main rhythm line from the Mob Rules and used it for the boss fight theme. You could not get away with that shit today. I mean, fuck. Look at what happened with the Dragon Ball Z fucking fighting games when fucking, Stradivarius found out that they were the composer for those games was literally lifting music from their work. It's like, whoa! Hey, you're screwed, boys! See, is this going to be a trial or is this going to be a dungeon? Because if it's a trial, I could probably do it. But if it's a dungeon, I can't, because it's 20 minutes after already, and I need to probably get wrap this up here soon. I will say this, though. Like, talking about LJN, fucking ADHD going crazy. ADHD go buh. Yesterday, as I'm playing, you know, SNES games, I play Time Tracks. I'm like, God, this game looks like shit. It sounds like shit. It plays like shit. Malibu Games? Never fucking heard of this company. Oh, look, here's another game by Malibu Games. Who is this game? You know, what is this game? Total Carnage. Looks like a Contra ripoff on the cover. It plays like fucking Smash TV and Ikari Warriors had a bastard offspring. Only with, like, visual gags during the in-betweens to kind of be like, oh, look, we are America. This is a bad guy. He gonna talking gibberish. And he gonna spit quotes like, I'll buy you for $1. And it's like, oh, well, at least there's Infinite Continues, but it's also by Malibu Games, so who the fuck are Malibu Games? Your boy did a little bit of Google searching. So, who is Malibu Games? Malibu Games is a subsidiary of THQ. Now, what is THQ? At least back in the day. THQ was started by one of the co-founders of LJN. So, it all comes back to LJ fucking N, laughing jackass and numbnuts. Okay, it's a dungeon, and I do not even meet the gear score requirement. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. But... I have to call it good. Oh, starting to feel the sleep medication kicking. Let's... Depending on what tomorrow looks like, I may try streaming tomorrow, I may not. Right now, I've just gotta hold my breath and see what tomorrow looks like. Thank you to all who came. You're all beautiful fucking people. And have a good fucking Saturday. Nice. 5K. 5.05. Anywho. Oh.